Welcome to Bucket Bites. It's the show with bits and discussions, and that's actually only showing 3 people, but we have 4. There we go. All right, show me your glass. What was in there? It was orange and red.
No, it's not what's in the glass that matters.
Oh,
it's the
what's
glass
on it?
Itself.
What's on there?
I don't know if you can tell.
You can't really make it. Oh, Kmart!
It's a Kmart glass.
It's a Kmart glass. There you go. Good old Kmart.
That's where Post and I met.
I don't know why, but that sounded so sensual to me.
Well, you know,
It just
in
did.
in the bathroom actually.
Was it in the bathroom?
Well, it's not entirely a lie because one of my first days you made me clean the bathroom.
Wow. Oh no! Wait.
Wow.
Hold on. So was that the day that I very vividly remember a day someone shit on the fucking walls, and they called me to clean it, and
then you just made me do it.
No, I told somebody, whoever I was with, it was either it was one of the what's it, Zach's mom, or it was Holly, I think.
Yeah.
It was one of those two, and I said, I'm not cleaning that up. And I just kept going back into the break room.
Yes, and then they called me, and I think this is one of the first times we ever talked. Like, you even said you were like, they told me to do it, but I wasn't doing it, so you had to do it. Thanks for cleaning the poop off the wall. I remember it was vividly. Yep.
Dude, it was so bad. I just remember opening the door, smelling it, and it was awful.
Yeah, and this is
man.
for some reason we're still friends. Hi, Post. How are you doing?
I don't know why anybody's friends with me, to be completely honest. And that's not a joke. You know what, though? Like, how does that happen? You're in that, it's that bad, IBS or something. You pull it down, the pressure's too much and just fucking.
So throughout my tenure at Kmart, I had to clean up like that same scenario multiple times. I'm going to imagine it's somebody who is not all there. Like, they don't have their capacities.
Sure. Yeah.
At least that's what I'm going
in
to
one way or
hope.
Another.
So yeah, exactly. So that,
No.
I don't lose all faith in humanity.
Well, one of my first weeks at TJ Maxx, there is the women's bathroom for some reason at TJ Maxx is always nastier than the men's bathroom.
Always. It's always the case. Yeah.
So one of the workers came into break room. I was on my break, and they said someone just shit on the floor. And she was looking around, and I was ready to clock out, and she called a manager, and the manager came to the break room, and they were like, Joe, his name's Joe, and Joe, someone shit on the floor. Who's gonna clean it up? And I said, not me. I just clocked out. Bye.
Oh, you just lucked out, man. Because I guarantee you, if you hadn't clocked out, you're like, I'm on my way to clock out. They would have been like, not anymore. Get in that bathroom.
And then there's another situation where like shit on the walls. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
What the
Oh yeah. That's.
I don't know what's going on.
That was
those
every
bathrooms.
time I was called to the bathroom. It was because it was on the walls.
I don't know
Whenever
what
I
the fuck
think
is
of
going on, but it's crazy.
Shit walls is you ever see guys seen the movie called Hall Pass?
No.
Oh, I might have.
Yep.
There's a scene where there's like this one of the characters was trying to hook up with like a girl that was trying to like get off cigs. And they're in the bathroom. She's like, I don't feel good. And then she sneezes and it's just wall coverage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, like I don't remember what followed, but I just just really remember that scene, and oh, it was bad.
Thinking back, like, it's so screwed up that like I was a 17-year-old making minimum wage, like cleaning human waste off of a wall.
But think about all the people who were like CNAs at that time, making barely over
That's
minimum
true.
wage.
That's true. Still
cleaning
to this
shit
day.
on the daily. Yeah.
Can we support our CNAs, everybody?
Yeah, please do.
Let's
Please
that.
do.
We'll give a head nod for him.
Speaking of shitting, have you guys ever used a bidet before?
I wish.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I have.
Okay. Logan? Since you have, did you like it? Do you have one? Let me ask you that.
No, I don't have one. I actually used one, ironically, in a stranger's home because I was doing an install, and it was a nice home. Like, you could tell that they had like a really nice bidet. And I'm
Was
like,
this a separate bidet or like an attachment on the toilet?
attachment on the toilet.
Okay.
but it was heated too. Like you sat down, and it was
Yeah.
Whoa.
preheated and everything. I was like, wow, okay. And when I sat down, did my business, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna figure out how to do this. So I'm like hitting buttons. Next thing you know, just a dart shoots up and then starts just going back and
Yeah.
forth. I'm like,
Oh,
this thing
yeah,
This
dude.
thing moves.
Oh, that
I'm
is
like,
nice.
whoa.
That is nice.
It was a roller coaster, but I felt like it could have, like, it should have done better. You know, I was
Ooh.
kind of disappointed. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you gotta come use mine then, man.
What do you
Unless-
got, Post? What do you got?
I forget the name of it. It's the big U.S.
Is it the Tushy?
Yeah, it's not the Tushy. No,
Okay.
there's a brand that we have that's pretty prevalent here in the U.S. that I can't remember what it's called right now.
Just to give my own story, I bought a Tushy because I'd heard good things. I bought the one that can hook into your heated water and your normal water, so you can decide what temperature you want it.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to go put it on, and my fucking my vanity for my sink is too wide, so it doesn't fit.
Oh no!
Like the controls don't fit where the vanity is, so it's
Oh.
just
cut a
sitting
hole in
there
it?
until I rip out the vanity and put in a new one.
Oh,
So
dude, you're gonna love it when you can use it.
dude, I'm so excited. I want a bidet so bad because I'm a wipes guy. Like I gotta have wet wipes, So
Okay.
bidet would
Okay.
completely eliminate that
Dude,
need.
Once you go bidet, you never go back.
That's
I
what I'm
can't-
hoping.
No, dude. And Dom, I'm gonna let you talk, but first, I will not poop unless I have access to a bidet. I will suffer.
Wow.
Damn, bougie.
Seriously.
I
So
well, I-
airflow
There's no
2s
bidet
for
in this
you
house.
then.
Oh no.
okay.
shit.
No, I've had my share of airflow 2s. So it's
Okay. All right.
the office is the only place. But like if I'm out in public,
Is the one
no,
exception.
yeah. I will not toot anywhere. Dude, it's spoiled you. So, do you know what's weird though? People are like weirdly off put by it. Like they're afraid of it, or they're like, oh, that's lame. I don't want some water cleaning my butthole. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Well, I think it's just the people who are overly protective of their buttholes. I mean,
Yeah.
I to an extent I get it because like at least for the longest time here in the US, like we're strictly paper only. Like we're no moisturizing on that butthole whatsoever, even if
Sure.
it needs it. So
Right. True.
I don't know. I've been excited about this
The Tushy.
well, yeah, the Tushy and the other brand that you're speaking of, like kind of more mainstream bideting in the US. I'm hoping we adopt it more widespread.
I sure hope so. Dom,
Are
Would
these
you-
the things I'm gonna get excited for when I move into my own house?
That and laundry machines. Like when you get a new laundry machine and you're like, yes.
yeah, yep. No, as long as I just it's so nice. It's just so when we bought my house, it was already installed, so it's a pre-owned bidet, which is kind of weird, but at the same time, like whatever. I don't care, it's already
whatever.
there.
Yeah.
It was
It's
installed. It has
fresh
wall
water.
controls, and it is. So it has the heated seats and everything. I was uncertain on if I would like it. So instead of like trying it on myself, I put my hand over the little sensor because once the sensor's out, it pushes this little freaking like thing down into the hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I put my hand over the sensor and I pushed the button and I watched that thing fucking spray all the way to the opposite side of my bathroom against the wall. Like this thing, they're powerful, dude. It will flake off any poo on your cheeks and your butthole. It's great. It's fantastic.
Can you adjust the angle of that little?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, you can.
Jesus Christ.
There, dude.
Well, it turns out I'm just gonna drive to Post House whenever I got a shit. 'Cause this sounds like a dream.
Dude, it's so there's like it has a front wash too that's in like pink ink. I've never used it. I don't think my wife's ever used it either. But
you
I
can
don't
get
know
like
how.
the grundle or like what's
yeah,
that
yeah,
all
I
about?
guess so. I'm gonna try it out tonight. I think now.
You should
just to see how
give
far
us
down it
give
goes.
us a report out next month.
Okay.
I will. I mean, hey, as long as nobody has a poop knife, we're okay. So, do you guys? No. Josh,
I've
you know
heard
what the
of
poop
that.
knife is.
Poop knife?
You've never heard of the poop knife?
I apparently not.
Logan, you neither?
I have a speculated guess, but it's not confident like I know what I'm saying.
It's I don't believe it's a real story, but there's a story about some dude who his family, they had a knife on the wall that they would use to cut their poop. You know,
Oh, that was
from
not
their
what I was
butt,
thinking.
I guess. And so he went to his friend's house and spent the night and went to go poop. And when he was in there, he asked his friend, or maybe it was beforehand, I don't remember the full story, but he asked his friend where his poop knife was. And everyone laughed at him. It's probably
like
some.
So it's like the seashells.
I don't know the seashell. Seashell.
You don't know how to use the seashells?
No. What do you do?
It's a Demolition Man reference. Did you ever see the movie
Oh.
Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone?
Long billion years ago.
Oh, he goes to the bathroom and like he goes to look for the toilet paper and there's just 3 seashells. And then he's like, I tried to go to the bathroom, but there was only 3 seashells, and they're like, you don't know how to use the seashells? It's just a
Oh no.
funny goof in the
Sure.
little movie. Everybody go watch Demolition Man. I fell asleep,
Sure.
but that's fine. I saw the toilet scene.
I thought the poop knife was like I thought it was like a medicine you take to make your shit soft as fuck.
Yeah.
Just diarrhea everywhere.
Oh, I'm so blocked. I gotta take a poop knife.
That would,
I've heard of the
All
poop
right.
poker.
the poop poker?
Poker.
Instead of using a plunger, helps really get in there
It's
and
just a
get
rod that you just.
yeah,
That,
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
what? You penetrate? Wait, you penetrate what? The bowl or?
No,
the blockage.
yeah, the blockage. It attacks
Yeah.
the blockage with
Yeah.
how much toilet paper you're.
Where's the
Push it
blockage?
down
Oh, in the
with-
toilet.
In the
Okay.
toilet, yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
It's like
not
that
like
one
you're
time I stayed
constipated.
at your apartment.
because you know how toilets work, right? They go down and then they come up.
Right.
It's basically like a U. There's standing water in there,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
and then
right,
it
right.
goes over and down.
Right.
It doesn't just go down right away. So
Okay.
the poker helps
Yeah.
you get past that notch
Gotcha.
or that curve in the
Yeah.
toilet.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
so
makes
that's-
sense.
Yeah.
As long as
Well, I
it's
feel
not
like a
used
lot of
for
people don't
personal
know that.
blockage. I've never heard of that in my life, but I believe it would work.
It works.
Would it work better than the?
The plunger,
there's that-
probably.
No. There's this other thing that I saw where it like pretty much creates a vacuum seal. Oh my! Josh just
Whoa,
zoomed in on his
Brewers!
nipples.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, what the
Brewers!
fuck, dude? Yeah.
We got nipple shots on Josh on camera. There
There we go.
Um,
don't know why that happened.
and Logan's drinking a bottle of piss. Like, what's going on here?
Hey, it's orange.
Oh,
it's
man.
orange.
Welcome
need to
to
drink
Bucket
more.
Bites, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Josh. We didn't even get to introduce ourselves.
That's
Yeah, this has
orange.
been a pretty
okay?
shitty start to the
Introduce us.
episode.
Just went right into it.
Orange and tangerine water flavoring. All right.
Yeah, that's what we all say.
You said tangerine? Honestly, I thought it was apple cider.
No. It's orange and tangerine, like
Okay.
the Mio.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mio. I used to buy those all the time. Oh man, but yeah, hey, welcome to Bucket Bites. I'm Ryan Papapost with Josh
Wow.
Picard from Suggestive Gaming.
Hello.
Dominic, and Logan. He made it by miracle. I don't know how it ended up working, but he figured it out, and we're here. So
I loved it better when it wasn't working, honestly. Like, we should do an episode with
Oh.
RoboCop,
funny.
RoboCop Logan.
with drunk robot Logan, where it's
Yes.
in slow motion and distorted. Yeah, that was golden. That
Gotta
was
reboot
great.
the old laptop here, and here we are.
Dude. So we took Logan out to pasture today. Well, I mean lunch, because he left me today. And Dom, if anybody's listened to the show before, we've had this discussion in the past, where Dom's dad would go collect pallets from behind stores. So he'd be stealing pallets from everybody.
Right.
So we're driving and there's this truck, this like old truck that's like kind of old and rusty with a trailer on the back with a bunch of pallets on it. As soon as we ended up in the parking lot to the restaurant for lunch, first thing I said to Logan was, that reminds me of Dom's dad.
That's adorable.
So Dom, just so you know, you've imprinted on my life. And now
let
I
your
can't
dad
think of
know that
pallets
he,
without
he lives rent free in all of our heads.
I'll let him know.
Please
I
do.
was speaking of my father. a while ago, we he found a lawnmower that was a very it wasn't working at first, of course, right? And he fixed it up, and it's the best lawnmower he's ever grabbed off the side of the road. He's grabbed multiple lawnmowers off the side of the road.
How many has he grabbed? You went ahead and answered that for me. Thank you.
And this is the best one he's ever gotten. Surprisingly, at first I was skeptical of it, but it cuts the grass short and it works very well. And I don't know why the people throw it away. And I've come to realize
is it a
that
John
Maybe they
Deere
weren't
or-
throwing it away.
Yeah, that's another good point because I've been
All I needed to sharpen some blades, and it just cuts great.
Yeah.
No key.
Bro.
This
Full
guy
start.
left his lawnmower in the backyard and it was still running.
I was assuming
Heard water running inside the house. He was probably using it as a bidet.
Yeah, and when I was taking it, he was going, "Hey, stop!" I think he wanted me to take some money for taking it from him, so he didn't have to take it to the dump.
No.
I'm sure they were throwing it away because my dad walks in the morning at like 4 or 5 in the morning, walks around the neighborhood.
Okay.
So I don't think anyone's cutting grass around that time, so he probably saw it on that side of the road, and he was like, "I'm gonna take that home."
So he's walking around at 4 or 5 in the morning before
a
people wake
lawnmower.
up and realize they left their stuff out overnight.
Exactly.
So
taking pallets and lawnmowers.
All right. Everyone's railing on Dom's dad. How many of you guys garbage picked before? All right.
Never.
Is anyone garbage
no,
picked?
Josh, that's not true. That's not true. We took the referee out of the garbage at Kmart.
No, we didn't take them. We threw them out. We
okay,
joked
you're
about
right.
it for like 45 hours.
Yeah,
it
we
was an
did, we
entire
did.
week, and then we threw them. We made a whole ceremony where we threw them in the compactor and said our
Yeah, we did.
goodbyes. So no, I've never taken garbage.
Okay.
That's true.
That's a
Well,
good story to tell.
I've definitely have garbage picked at least probably 5 or 6 times, I'd say. I've gotten someone was throwing away a window AC unit, which worked just fine. Literally worked. It was next to all their garbage. It was I was on the east side, so it was probably someone moving to a place that had one.
Dude, I was honestly just gonna say, if you want a garbage pick, just go in like at the beginning or end of
August.
college semesters.
Oh, that too,
And
yeah.
on the east side of Milwaukee, and people are just throwing away tons of shit that works and is completely fine just because they're going to different dorms.
Yeah. So that lasted me a long time before I bought my house. But what else did I grab? I think I did do a mower once, a push mower, which worked just fine. I had to do some work to it. New spark plug, oil change, that type of stuff, new blade. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other stuff. It's usually just random stuff that most people don't think they need, but it's like, I can use this for something else, truly. And it's just for me at least, because I'm always thinking outside the box, like if it's a piece of metal, it's like I can use this for something. I don't try to just grab anything, because then it just becomes a really bad habit. Oh, the one I do remember, I almost forgot about. I walked 5 blocks with a desk. It was a complete desk. It was fully laminate desk for my wife. It's like 3 feet long. Not 3 feet. What am I saying? It was like 6 feet long by width being 3 feet. Walked like 5 blocks out in Bayview, so on the south side. And it was a workout because it was like 6:30 in the morning before garbage pickup, and I carried this thing over my head. Crazy. I don't know how I was able to move the desk because it was like had the legs attached to it and everything. So I just hauled that thing.
Yeah.
Because I had a sedan, so I couldn't just go throw it in the back of a pickup and do it. So I carried it for like 5 blocks. I was so exhausted by the time I got home. It was a weekday
the
too.
It's the price. There's a price. There's always a price that you pay.
Finish my story real quick.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Doug.
I figured I'm just like my father because one day I was talking about getting a new chair because I don't know if anyone's seen my old chair. It's not pleasant to look at. And the same day I was talking about getting a new chair, me and my dad went out for a drive behind my neighborhood, and I happened to see I happened to see this chair.
You found a Bucket
I'm-
Bites chair?
You found a bucket, yeah.
The branded bucket.
Oh
it's covering
shit,
it. Hold on.
dude.
So like,
Oh,
see, look,
okay.
it looks pretty clean, right?
Yeah, it
And
does. It does.
I was like, I'm gonna take that shit. So I threw it in the back
Sure.
of my truck, and my dad told me, it's the same house I got the lawnmower from.
Nice.
Nah.
They
really?
take care of their stuff.
Can I tell you something though? I would never take a chair, like regardless of how well it is. If it's free and somebody's just throwing it out, I would never take a chair
Yeah, I thought about it a little bit, and I cleaned
because
it up
you
and
don't know how many
don't know.
farts have been in that chair and they don't get cleaned. Like you don't clean a chair. Like you never clean a chair. Like I farted in this chair at least 1,000 times at this point. I've never cleaned it, So if I gave this chair away, somebody's sitting in 1,000 Josh farts.
Oh my god.
If it's
So,
cloth,
okay,
I could see that could be a thing. But if it's leather, you could
If it's got
disinfect, wipe it.
If it's got a cover,
That's what I did with
then
mine.
fine. You wash the cover. But
Can-
I don't know if it's any kind of chair without a cover, they're just sitting in farts, dude.
You gotta steam clean that fucker.
Even then, I don't know.
Can I tell a
It's
story
deep
real
in
quick?
there. Go ahead,
That's-
post.
I don't know if Gearhead's still Gearhead. If you're still in chat, you said something on your stream today that I'm about to bring up. So I'm sorry ahead of time. But it's on the internet, so it's fair game. Gearhead got a chair from a friend of mine, or ours, I should say, and Gearhead just had surgery on his nose, right? And he's starting to get his smell back, and he says on stream to our friend that he's like, oh, I can start smelling again. It smells good at your chair. It just smells so good, and I'm just thinking of you telling everybody that there's so many farts. I'm so
just got
sorry.
my smell back. It's delicious.
Sorry. I'm just.
Oh, old man. This is gonna sound weird, but it's not meant to sound weird. I actually enjoy it. And it sounds weird. It sounds weird, right? But anyway, the chair I bought from you smells really good. Like it still smells like the day I bought it from you. And I'm just now getting my smell back. So I smelled it today. And I'm like, oh, I can still smell. Yeah, it's weird. Don't judge me, okay?
Oh, man.
Oh boy,
Dude, this. I couldn't hold that story in, so I'm sorry. He's upset now, but I could not.
Man.
I,
Poor
he's
Gearhead. He gets the gift, literally the miracle of smell. It's just caked in farts.
It smells so good, stale farts.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Okay, old man assassin's in the Twitch chat watching us live right now. It was his chair. And he said my fart smells like
Oh, it was
roses,
his
bro.
Yeah, God.
Apparently
Oh,
so. It's fact checked by Gearhead.
Seriously,
All right,
Gear-
wow, man.
Oh,
Good job, old
those
man.
those are some farts that reawaken dreams.
Dude, I was just, oh man, I was just sitting there working and like listening to him talk when he said that, and I just like looked at my phone, just thinking, what the fuck did he just say? Oh man, I'm crying actually. I'm sorry. That's amazing. So Dom, by the way, I just want to say, Dom, this is no shot at people who go and collect other people's unwanted goods. Because it's no, like for real, and I shouldn't say it that I've never dumpster dove before, because I have. I've grabbed things on the side of the road, like desks or chairs or something that.
Well, I was
like
just
that,
gonna
but-
say I've left tons of stuff on the side, and like I'm so happy when other
It's
people
gone.
grab it, and I know it's gonna go to use as
Right.
opposed to just sitting in dump or landfill or whatever. So
Right. Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely. And I also used to take stuff out of Game Crazy's garbage bin.
That's why you see a lot more Facebook Marketplace people saying like free, sitting out front, come pick it up.
Yeah.
Where it's like advertising, like this is still good. I'm not gonna leverage to charge someone honestly for this. I
Right.
would be throwing it away otherwise. If someone's looking for this, come get it.
Exactly.
So,
That's what we got to remember is like at least it's not going in the garbage or going to waste. Like somebody's getting use out of it.
Stuff.
That's true too.
Especially
yeah,
kids stuff.
because kids can only use it for a certain amount of time. Yeah.
Right.
Dude, Facebook Marketplace can be such a funny place. My girlfriend showed me a bunch of pictures of like people like offering a broken controller for like $9 million.
Oh my God.
It's so funny. There's a lot of like joke selling things on there. It's
I judge
interesting to go
people
through it.
I judge people so hard on that fucking thing. Just for what they try, especially like computers and stuff. They'll try and sell a computer that's worth like $400 for $9. I'm like, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah, but I bet you somebody who doesn't know as well as you will end up buying it.
Yeah, that's why I'm that asshole that posts and says, "Really?" Like, and then I'm kind of that asshole when someone's clearly trying. If it's like 100 or two over, like whatever. But like, if you're clearly trying to fuck someone over, like I'll point that shit out in a heartbeat.
Fair enough,
So,
man. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm ruining the hustle. I'm a snitch, I guess. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Facebook. You didn't pay me enough when I streamed on your platform, so I'm petty. So, all right. Anything else anybody wants to get off their chests today? Because this has been grand. No takers.
I don't think there's anything else.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right.
Just
I would
clean any couches or chairs that you take off the side of the road. A lot of farts in them. That's all we're saying.
That's true.
My head hurt.
Takeaway, lots of farts.
Lots of farts.
My head hurts too much from laughing about picturing my dad picking up stolen things from people.
Oh, Tom, that's why I like you. I'm glad you could laugh at that, knowing we were just joking. So, but okay. So moving on to regularly scheduled items for the show. I did just quick hitters. Number 1, Activision Blizzard. It's finally fucking done.
It's done.
Official today.
Did you
Finally
see it?
today. It was actually a really nice video that
It
they
was.
posted.
They were really plucking at heartstrings.
Yeah, it was very nice. I recommend anybody to go look up that Xbox Activision announcement video. I don't know if there was an actual title to it.
No, I don't know, but yeah,
Where's
they were.
that? Someone's got to find a link for it. I want to see. Oh wait, Activision Blizzard King joins Xbox. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll see that. Yeah.
It was a very nice video. So looking forward to seeing Call of Duty on Game Pass here, so I never have to pay money again. Not that I ever was, but you know. In other follow-up news from things we talked about on the show in the past, Unity CEO is stepping down. So if you guys didn't, we talked about that a couple of episodes ago. Well, the guy fucked up, and now he's like, well, I guess I'm just out of here. My stock prices are dwindling, so I'm out of here now.
And I wonder how much of that wasn't planned.
It could be. Yeah, there's
Like,
always a
I
fall
always
guy, right?
wonder that on that kind of thing when like a company makes a horrible decision and then like they gauge the public outcry and then immediately oust one singular individual.
Right. Well,
So-
it's very much a. There's always a fall guy. There's always somebody who's going to
Exactly.
take the responsibility. 'Cause there's no way, like all of these companies, like Logan and I. Well, we would see it on the daily. We work for a small corporate company, and the amount of people that it takes to make one big decision. There's so many people in that whole thing, that decision making process. That
Sure.
like ultimately yes, you're the CEO, you're the visionary, you're the guy with the face. I mean everybody else has face, but you know what I mean. Like he's yeah. So it's it's very much not planned, I'd say. Like if it was well received, like I don't know whoever would have fucking thought that would be well
yeah,
received.
that's what I mean. Like they're like, oh, we have this terrible idea that we want to do. Can we do
Yeah.
it? Like you're close to retirement or whatever anyway. So, or like we want to get rid of this guy anyway. So let's do this extremely stupid thing that we probably will think will get a negative
Mhm.
reaction. But like on the off chance it succeeds, great. If not, we can get rid of this guy anyway.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like I always
Absolutely.
wonder that.
I agree with you. I think that's exactly what happens. I would agree with you. So, and then just from one bad decision to another, actually, it's funny. Logan at work the other day brought up to me something about Best Buy, where because I had pre-ordered the Lenovo Legion Go.
Me too.
And the only reason the only reason I did it was because I actually have a Best Buy credit card, and it's burning a hole in my wallet.
Before we do that, can we talk about the Go real quick?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
What made you want to? So first off, the Lenovo Legion Go it's another portable PC.
Mhm.
It's like the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally.
Oh,
Not the Switch, because the Switch is a
Well, it's a
Console.
console.
I just mean with the Joy Cons. You know, you can
Yeah.
you can
yeah,
remove
like
them off
form
the-
factor wise, but it's a PC. Like it's a
Right.
portable
Yeah,
PC.
yes, right.
So Post, what made you buy the Lenovo Go?
So we very briefly touched on this a few episodes ago, but I don't think we ever really went into details because there was no pre-orders live yet. We only kind of brought it up, and I said maybe I'll do it. So what really captivated me with the Lenovo Legion, it's easy because I don't have a Steam Deck, I don't have an ROG Ally, and I honestly I've stopped playing Baldur's Gate because I don't really have the time to play it. And if I was laying in bed and playing it, I could do that. Play it. I could definitely play it.
Sure.
But what really got me was when you look at it. Number one, the screen is fucking gorgeous.
Amazing.
It's it's the best screen out of all of the handhelds, like bar none.
Yep.
Even though it doesn't have variable refresh, but that's a conversation for a minute.
I agree.
But what it really does is it really does captivate and capture all of the best things about all of the other handhelds on the market, pretty much. So you've got the performance actually marginally better than the ROG Ally because it has the faster RAM. Pretty much is the main difference, right? It has the trackpad of the Steam Deck, and it has the fucking detachable controllers, like a Switch does. And so the mouse mode might seem. So it has this mouse mode thing where you can take off the right controller and use it like a mouse for FPS games.
That's what I was that's the only reason I pre-ordered this thing. I intend to replace my Ally with this.
Okay.
Because of that mode. Like it looks really fucking interesting.
I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but the reason why I'm most excited for that is because I also kind of want to use this as like a portable PC. Like not just a straight gaming machine. Like I want to be able to use and maybe like edit or something on this device as well. Like if I need to fucking edit something like on the go or something.
So real quick for the uninformed, like the right, like imagine a Switch. The right Joy-Con you can take off, and the bottom of it, like imagine this is the Joy-Con for those who are watching. Like the bottom of the Joy-Con has an IR sensor, so you can move it around like a mouse. So like the right Joy-Con works as a mouse as well. So you can like hold it on a flat surface and move it around like a mouse. So that was such a unique idea to me. That's what made me buy it.
Well, that's the big gimmick of it, right?
So it has a stand, so you could just stand up the screen.
Yep.
Rather than because it then kind of avoids it becoming a handheld then.
Correct.
To an extent, yeah.
Because you wouldn't hold it with the one hand, or you wouldn't hold it with your left hand.
No, you're right. So yeah, you can
trying to make
it a device. You can use the left Joy-Con, quote unquote, as like moving around like your WASD, and then the right Joy-Con, quote unquote, is like the mouse that can, go horizontal, like 90-degree angle against the like your desk and work as a mouse. It's a really like I recommend going and looking it up on YouTube to see how it actually works. It's a really unique idea, and like that's the kind of thing that makes me excited. Is like when you go
Yeah.
for a unique new control scheme.
Way
And
better than the
also-
trackpad, because the trackpad I don't ever use on my Steam Deck, and I don't.
Oh,
And
really?
there's
it
2 of them, and
helpful.
you never use one of them, right?
Nope, not a
Same.
one.
Same.
It's always on accident, and it starts doing a ton of stuff I don't want to do. I'm wasting resources. My screen goes looking up or whatever. It's just not good. It's
Interesting.
Like-
just
The only time I've ever used the trackpads were when I just mapped them to buttons so that my fiance wouldn't hear me clicking buttons
clicking.
in bed.
Yeah.
That's
mm.
about it.
Interesting. Yeah, Dom. So the difference, Dom, you had your Joy-Cons up from your Switch.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important to note that there is actually a gyroscope sensor, a G-scope, in the unit itself, but it's not in the remotes. So it's not like you're gonna be sitting there playing, some kind of like boxing game, or whatever. Or
You would lay the Joy-Con flat, and it becomes a mouse.
No, you hold it.
No,
You hold it
It's vertical.
vertical,
Yeah, like
and
this.
it's literally like I'm trying to describe it.
wow.
So Dom,
To
so
the-
Dom is holding it right. So Dom, show
Huh?
So like that, you're holding it vertical,
Yeah.
like that.
Like picture holding a joystick against a table, and like when you push it up and around, like that's how
So
you
you're
move
like
a
a
mouse.
kid
Would it be?
drawing
I
with
was
a
gonna say
marker.
that.
Yeah, kind of. That's a good way to put it. You're a
Yes.
kid
Okay.
drawing with a marker
Gotcha.
in your fist.
And this would be the mouse, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Theoretically.
Okay, so then you would you'd use the trigger still.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's extra buttons on the side specifically for that mode.
So it's
These
easier.
buttons
Actually, I
Basically
think it's
Basically for clicking. There's like a right and a left mouse button.
Would it be like these buttons on the, or would it be
Yes.
bigger?
Something like
they're
that.
they're
yeah.
much
It's-
bigger. They're much
yeah.
bigger.
Much
Yeah.
bigger. Okay.
Yep. So
Yeah, that's really innovative, I would say.
That's what and that's what made me go like, all right, I got to get one of these. Like that's
have you watched any reviews, Josh, at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting all the different takes that people had, and so many are contradictory of each other.
Sure. Well, and and I agree, like that's the like zeitgeist of the opinions on it. Like they're so bipolar, but that's the reason why I wanted to get it. I was like, all right, I want to see where I fit in that spectrum. So
Yep. But no, that's why I wanted it. That's why I pre-ordered it. It might actually be the first time I make a video, like a unboxing kind of
I'd love it,
review
yeah.
type video. Maybe. We'll see. I'd have to go rent equipment.
no, you don't.
So-
I'm right here.
Well, yeah. Well, you're also getting one too though, so, But yeah. So, but that's anyway, so
collaborative
the whole
video.
reason we were talking about this was Logan's like, "Oh, well, Best Buy's going out of business." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I don't know if I could ever picture Best Buy really ever going out of business, but definitely downsizing." But Josh brought up a point where they're no longer selling physical discs. Of-
Starting next year.
Yeah, 20. That's only a couple months away,
Yep.
Wow.
and that's the start. I mean, to be honest, that could be the start of the downfall. I mean, they are closing stores. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Right.
Oh,
So
I
then
wanna-
disc meaning like that would be all the consoles and DVDs that offer
So-
discs.
They have not spoken about whether or not they're going to sell physical games. It's just movies.
Oh, okay.
So starting next year, they're not going to sell Blu-rays or DVDs or any kind of movies. And they
Yeah,
already
which-
phased out music.
It's probably
there's-
because they're bleeding and they're trying to just prevent the bleeding as much as possible.
110%. Yeah.
And they're
Why don't we-
staffing. I feel like you couldn't go 5 feet without running into a Best Buy. Oh, do you need help looking for something? And now it's like you can't find a single person to talk to. There's like
No.
Mm,
That's no
5 people in the
It's
store.
true. Yeah. And in order to get help at Best Buy, you have to download the app and scan
Really?
a QR code. like where you are.
In the area, really?
In the yep.
The one over by us, Josh, is that well before they had they're renovating it right now. I think they're almost done. But they're usually pretty good at that one.
76?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, correct.
No.
No, they've always been pretty bad for you.
Like as soon as they rolled out this whole you have to scan the QR code.
When did they
thing,
start that?
like I want to say like it was after pandemic, but not much longer after pandemic.
I guess I've just had I must have had better experiences than you, maybe. Because I haven't had that issue. But I also go out and just like look for people and say, hey, help me.
Yeah. No, like every time I've been there for the past 2 years, I'd say like you have to scan a thing and then you wait for a good 15, 20 minutes until you just leave and go to Amazon.
Well, that brings up an interesting point, and it's something I told Logan. I'm like, I can't picture Best Buy ever going out of business. Not because I don't like the parking lots are always pretty decently full. Like there's always enough people there. But merely for the fact that yes, I don't go in there and really like window shop like a traditional shopping experience. I will go on their website and order it for pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go and pick it up. Like, so like that store is still getting my business. It's just, I'm not going in and actually doing my shopping. I'm just going there to pick it up.
Yep.
Because I know what I want already. And I don't need the temptation of looking at a fucking $2,000 TV, So, but it's interesting. I will say this, the only good thing that could come out of a Best Buy, fallout is a micro center in Wisconsin.
We can hope. We could dream.
Speaking of, if anybody wants to make a micro center trip sometime by the end of the year, let me know.
I'd love to.
So,
I had a good
someone
time there. I've only been there
mentioned
once.
like stores closing, right? For Best Buy stores closing.
Yep.
You guys heard about the Target stores closing in like major cities because of like,
Really?
theft? And
Yeah, I've heard of that.
shrinkage.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like major cities, Targets have been closing down just based off of theft.
Yeah, there's a big one, really big issue with it in Chicago, from what I remember.
Mm.
And
Yeah, I know.
it's not just Target, it's Walmart too for theft.
Oh, Walmart's been getting shit on for like a long ass time now.
Yeah, but it's a shame.
Oh,
But at the same time,
Walmart
it's
near.
not worth. Go ahead.
Sorry. Walmart near me. I'm not gonna say where because I don't want to dox myself, but Walmart near me.
Tell us the cross street.
They don't.
I
sell
already said the street that our Best Buy's on.
No, I'll dox it. Fucking son, Fredericksburg.
No, you don't. You
Virginia.
don't get.
Hell yeah!
There you go.
Oh, baby.
Fredericksburg Walmart. Just nowhere near where I'm at.
Fredericksburg, Los Angeles,
California.
Los Angeles. Nevada. But anyway, that Walmart is a piece of shit. They don't sell a lot of things anymore because people keep stealing it. They have like everything locked up in containers.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is a mess in there, and it's kind of fun mess. Like you go in there, it's like, wow, it's all empty.
Dude, this is kind of lowbrow. But have you guys heard of the website called The People of Walmart, right? The
Oh
website.
God, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Since
remember
high
that?
school.
It's a website.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still around anymore, but I used to work for a company.
It is.
And on occasion I would go and deliver and service some Oh, what the fuck just happened? Hold on a second. hold on a second. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I missed
You
it.
left.
Oh,
you
fuck.
left.
You
You exited.
handled that perfectly.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
Like you were telling a story, and then you just stopped, and you disappeared, and Logan goes, "Nice."
Well,
oh fuck!
I'm glad everyone had fun with that.
By the way, the website still exists. The last update was September 22nd, 2023.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. I used to post people that I saw there. Which
did you?
In retrospect, I kind of regret doing that because that's kind of really shitty.
Yeah, I agree.
It's I mean, look, it's there for purely entertainment purposes, but I think back at that nowadays, and I'm like, these are just fucking people trying to live their lives.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But you were young, so you were just a little shit, not knowing any better, thinking not twice about it, just like this fucking weirdo. This would be good on this website, and then you upload it, and you're like,
Yeah,
ah,
it's
hilarious.
it's
And then
interesting
you're on
how
with you're more mature, more grown up, so it's better
Mature,
to be
no.
aware of it now than just moving on and continuing that same path.
yeah,
That is true.
So-
Yeah.
yeah.
You're not
No,
the same
I-
person that you
it's-
were, so you shouldn't feel bad.
Well,
Everyone has
you know,
things that they regret when they were younger doing dumb things.
yeah. Well, that got depressing. Thanks for the. Thanks
you
for that.
brought
No,
it
just
up.
put your mind at ease. Just put your mind at ease. That's all.
There is no putting my mind at ease. But something that they will be having at Best Buy by the end of the year is the PS5 Slim.
Ooh, yes.
I would love to hear Josh's take on this because I know you're much more of a PlayStation guy than I.
So let me rewind a little bit. When the PS4 Pro came out and it was just the PS4 was like 2 stacks, you know? And then
Yes, and then it went to
it was 3 stacks was the PS4 Pro. And I defended it. I was like, no, it's cool. Like, you know, it's like 2 stacks to 3 stacks because it's Pro. The PS5 to the PS5 Slim. The PS5 Slim is fucking stupid. It looks horrible. It looks absolutely ridiculous.
well, not only that, but it's only like a couple inches, like an inch
It
shorter.
is an inch slimmer.
Oh, my
slimmer.
god.
It's also shorter,
Wow.
isn't it? Like by like a millimeter or
By
like an
an
inch or something.
inch.
Yeah,
it is
okay,
an
okay.
inch. Yes, it's an inch slimmer by like an inch and a half shorter, right?
Ca-
So I want
yeah.
you to take your knuckle and do this. Like that's how thinner the new
Yeah.
PS5 is. So it's literally just like a iteration. Like it's not even worth talking about.
Right. Well, the kind of cool thing, there is one kind of cool thing about it. I don't think many people would take advantage of it, but they have the detachable disk drive, which I thought was actually kind of cool.
That
So-
honestly is really cool. So if you're unaware, the PS5 like fins come off
Yeah.
and you can replace them. So with the PS5 Slim, like the bottom fin of the digital edition can come off and you can like slot in a disk drive. So even if you
Mhm.
buy the digital edition of the PS5 Slim, you can later upgrade for like $80 to the
$80.
I
guess
think
it is
it
a
is
Blu-ray.
I think it is $79.99. It's 4K
That's kinda-
Blu-ray. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so you can slot that in later, which is really cool that it's modular, but
Mhm.
at the same time,
Was it? I actually think it was Sony, but I might have it backwards. But one of the big major manufacturers had like patents for fully modular systems, and I wonder. I mean, this goes back like 10 years at this point now, so
See,
I
don't
doubt
know,
it's the
'cause
same.
I know that the 360 had an HD DVD
Yeah,
attachment,
but that was just USB. It just plugged into the USB in
Yeah.
the back.
but that's the only thing I'm aware of for like that modular.
Okay. Hold on, I just want to share this on the Twitch stream here real quick.
Sure.
If I can. I don't know if it's actually going to work. All right. So, when I'm showing on the Twitch stream live right now and covering up Josh and Logan, this is a picture of the PS5 Slim with that kind of modular looking the disk drive there, and the panel just pops off. And actually, I'll be honest, the vertical stand looks kind of slick too. If I'm being honest. I want to see if there's a side by side. Though, there's no pictures side by side, is there? I don't think so.
There's
No, there's not.
I haven't seen good comparisons like side by side, but I have seen like mock-ups side by side.
Yeah, no, me neither. Isn't this thing also the same price as the fucking regular
The
PS5?
digital version is
more?
actually more expensive.
It's so, I mean, I guess I get it, you know, but
It's
at the
for
same
holiday.
time,
It's holiday prices,
Yeah.
but yeah.
yeah, it'll be on sale after the holidays for what it'll normally be sold at after. So you know, it's I don't know. I've been waiting. Well, and see now I've been thinking more and more. Like I've been wanting to get a PS5, but at the same time I'm like I don't. Cause I'm not a big Spider-Man guy. Outside of Spider-Man and God of War, there's no other games that I really want to play for the system. I know the Silent Hill stuff. I know
Yeah.
that the Silent Hill stuff, but it looks like the Silent Hill 2 remake is coming out on Steam. And I don't know if that's coming out it's a simultaneous release or not. Like honestly,
Nobody
I was
knows,
gonna buy a
yeah.
PS5. I was gonna buy a PS5 just for all the Silent Hill games.
Yeah, we
which-
don't really know at this point.
Well,
Um,
the one Silent Hill like Telltale style series game
Yep.
that comes out later this month, and that you can actually play that in your browser. I guess
yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
But that's
that.
not a game. That's more like a FMV,
Yeah,
like choose your own adventure movie.
sure.
Oh, I love those. They're so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what's the PS5 killer app, and everything has
God
come
of War.
Yeah,
or,
God
or
of War.
Horizon. Horizon had a good game come out recently. On
Horizon's
PS5, right?
good. I didn't really like Ragnarok, but I'm among the few on that. Because it's
I'm
like
looking
Returnal, but that came out on PC now. Go ahead, you gotta say it. Post. It's a podcast.
Oh, I was just shaking my head because I saw the videos of that game and I was not impressed.
I'm just saying like Returnal was a big PS5 game. Yeah, it was like Miles Morales, but that's on PC
Well,
now.
I guess that's the point. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make is like, I've been disappointed. Like I know, like it's really disappointing actually because PlayStation 5 or PlayStation in general has had some of my favorite games of all time. Now I don't play a lot of the games, but they've had some of my favorites. And this whole generation, like I've been trying to find an excuse to get a PlayStation 5 because my Xbox One X, it's not even a series, it's just an Xbox One X. It's on its last legs up there. And I need to replace it sometime.
Yeah, and see the thing that sucks is like Sony is great that they're now releasing their games on PC, but like I'm trying to think of PS5 and like all of the exclusives that are good are now on
Well,
PC.
God of War
like
isn't yet.
Ratchet and
You can't-
Clank.
Is it on PC? Is it on
Yes.
Epic?
Yeah, Rift Apart.
Is it really? Oh, okay,
yes.
cool.
It's on PC now. Miles Morales. Like the only one is God of War.
Is
And
Miles
Last of Us
Mor-
Part 2, but Last of Us Part
Yeah.
2 is PS4. Yeah,
I
it
have
sucks.
to ask. I have to ask just because I heard rumblings of them Naughty Dog wanting to remaster Last of Us 2. Is that an actual real fucking consideration?
It's got to be because Last of Us Part 1 came out on PC. They're not going to release, or they're not going to not release Part 2. So it's probably just waiting for HBO, would be my guess.
Okay. I wonder if they're going to retcon some things in the game
No.
because of the show. You don't think so? Anyways.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're gonna die on the hill.
That's and good. They should, to be honest.
They should.
didn't-
I agree.
They because I also don't mind what they did. So
Agreed. I'm one of
So-
the few people who like that game, and I got a lot of YouTube comments disagreeing.
I remember.
Woo!
I remember.
That was probably a fun day for you.
You have no idea.
Right. Hey, speaking of suggestive gaming, huge sponsor for the show. Make sure you check out their Alan Wake review. It was an awesome video that it was voiced entirely by two people of Bucket Bites.
That's right.
So
That is the most Bucket Bites what you need to know ever made.
that is very
Yep.
much so.
Yep.
Very much so.
No,
So check that
it was
out.
a great video. So going into that, Alan Wake, which is half of that video, was our game of the month for September.
It was for September. Yep.
What is our game of the month for October?
I don't know. Dom.
Dom?
Oh, our game of the month for October is High Five Rush.
High five.
High Five Rush.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, you definitely
High
did.
five.
No, High Fi.
High five. High five.
Jesus Christ. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can.
High Fidelity.
High Five Rush.
High Fi Rush.
High five.
Yeah, hold on. Woohoo! There it is. High Five Rush. Game of the month.
High Five. Very nice.
that's our
Very
game.
nice. Very
Very
nice.
nice. Yes.
Love it.
So yeah, like Dom, I think you're actually going to be leading the charge on this one. I'm going to try and push you to. Normally, for all of our game of the month, we give away a copy, which we're not going to be doing this month. I got to figure out how I want to do these in the future, but we're not giving away a copy this month. But there is always going to be a video, a review-ish type thing where we explain how we liked the game and what was, just our experience with it. And I'm going to try to push Dom to do the whole fucking thing by himself.
Ooh,
All by myself. 'Cause I'm a big boy.
I'm excited.
I would love to. I would love to see what he can do. So. That'll
I'm
be great.
interested too. Overall, I could save this for later. I don't know too much about the game yet. It looks very beautiful from what I've seen. I enjoy the art style.
Oh,
I'm
so you haven't played it?
Not yet.
Do you know what it is? Like what the genre or general game
didn't.
style is?
Oh, I now know it's like a rhythm type game.
Okay.
And,
you didn't know that before the show today.
Post explained it as a like Souls like kind of thing.
It's like a rhythm. Well, no, it's a rhythm based action game, and the way
rhythm based action platformer is what I would call it.
It's a platform. Okay,
there's a lot of platforming. Yeah.
So my reference to it being a quote unquote Souls like was that there's
never
bosses.
played a Souls game and.
No. So you go around defeating enemies in the main areas, and then there's bosses. And you go to fight the boss, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
That makes it a Souls game. Like,
yes.
There's bosses. It's a Souls game.
Yep.
All right.
100%.
Almost like Elden Ring.
Yeah. Anybody who listens to Bucket Bites, just remember that. Write that in your notepad for now. Like Post thinks any game with a boss is a Souls like. And just
I mean,
remember
there's
that
a lot of bosses in that game, aren't there? Did you beat it, Josh?
I did
By
not
chance?
beat it. I got pretty close though.
Okay.
I
mean,
would
that's
not
that's
call
the
it
gameplay
anywhere
loop,
near
though.
a Souls like.
Well, I mean, I guess that would be like calling fucking Ratchet and Clank a Souls like.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes,
That's entirely fair. Okay.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
I was
so
playing
just ignore
Super
I said
Mario
anything.
64. It's my favorite Souls like.
Ooh, Josh.
Bowser's at the end.
Question for you from one of our viewers of the show.
Ooh.
Is there like a Super Mario like Souls like type game at all?
A Super Mario.
Yeah, so like think of Mario but like Souls like. Is there anything like that out there that you can
Jesus
think of?
Christ. No. Not that I
No?
can think of. No.
Paper
Okay.
Mario.
No,
Well, I was
not
gonna say,
even. Like,
What? Yeah.
that's RPG.
Oh, Jesus.
Odyssey? Mario Odyssey, maybe?
Do you want to
Okay.
explain
Yeah, no-
what Souls is first?
Oh, clearly I don't know, so I can't explain this.
Wait, do I need to explain it?
Yes.
I would love to see Dom Tortellini explain Souls like. Go ahead.
So, basically, a Souls like is you die, you leave a mark. He shook his head already. I'm already fucking up.
No, go ahead.
So, in my view, a Souls like is basically usually a harder game for.
He's just saying no. He's just no to everything. What a dick.
I think it's
What a
usually a
dick.
harder game to people, and it takes a lot of learning. It's a learning curve, and when you die, it like leaves an impact on the game. Like you have to go back to where you died at to pick up your remains, type of shit.
Um, so the problem is, Souls-like has become a very abstract term,
Sure.
but essentially what it means is it's a third-person action adventure game where every enemy requires, like a
Strategy.
yes, like you have to strategically
Approach every
like
enemy different.
go ahead, Dom.
I'm just helping you out.
No, you're doing it perfectly. That's why. No, you have to strategically like encounter every enemy, and it's a like there's usually a Z targeting type system.
Okay.
Okay. And you dodge around, and essentially it's Dom, you weren't far off where like it's difficult, but because it's a slow paced kind of methodical combat system where every enemy requires an encounter in and of itself.
So,
It's always
Is
a
that
learning
almost
curve. I
like?
think.
So that's almost like some of the bosses in Legend of Zelda, right?
In the
And they're older ones,
yes,
like
but like that's every enemy.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. But like imagine every enemy is Goma in Ocarina of Time and then expound on that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not Hi-Fi Rush.
No, Hi-Fi Rush is very fast paced. Like a Souls like is very slow, methodical. Hi-Fi
Fair,
Rush
yeah.
is very on beat, very fast paced and amazing. I love Hi-Fi
The
Rush.
name.
We haven't brought up MK1 yet, and I just did that so we don't have to actually talk about it. Oh, we were talking we were talking about what like Elden Ring and what a Souls like kind of game is. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, right? But do you guys know what else is not for everybody?
What?
Roguelikes.
Oh.
I know of people out there who are vigorously against these style of games. I think they're kind of fun, but in I could never finish one. Josh, before the show, I saw you booted up Hades.
Yes.
I'm so what's up, man? I know you. You are like the biggest anti roguelike out there.
So I have literally gone on Twitter and almost gotten banned based off telling people if they like roguelikes, they should I don't know, die in fires. So roguelikes, right? It's become the big new thing for a couple years now, probably.
Right.
And I liked Binding of Isaac back in the day. I don't know if anybody played it.
I have not. I've heard of it.
I've played it.
Should try it. It's actually good. So I played Binding of Isaac and I liked it. It's a roguelike and it's, my main go ahead.
There's a lot of freedom in that game as well.
Yes. And my problem with roguelikes is that it's all random. Like every run you start is all random. It's based off of whether or not you get the right perks or buffs or whatever to start the game. And it's been a big problem of mine. So when Hades was getting a bunch of like Game of the Year awards and all kinds of praise, I was playing it and I just didn't like it. Like it was like, yeah, I get it. I'm playing the game. I'll get to this boss and I'll die. And then I'll get to this boss and I'll die. And I'll get to this boss and I'll die. And I'll get to this boss and I'll beat it. But then I'll get to the next boss and I'll die. Like I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It felt like a waste of time. So recently with my Steam Deck, I was sitting down and I'm like, unfortunately, roguelikes are like the perfect use case for the Steam Deck.
Sure.
like sitting in bed, like I just want to play something real quick and then I'll go to bed. Roguelikes are like perfect for that. So I started with Binding of Isaac again, and I was doing like tons and tons of runs over and over again, and I spent like 6 hours like over the course of a week in bed, like before I went to bed. So you know, like an hour a night, and I was like, all right, maybe it's time for Hades again. So Post, did you play Hades?
I did. I did
And
not
what
beat
did
it.
you but what did you think?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. But I don't love this. I don't love the roguelikes, but I enjoy them enough to at least play them for a few hours to never play them again. But I'm like that with every game though, so you can ask Dom. Dom shakes his head.
Huh? Oh, okay. I never played Hades, but I have my favorite roguelike is Hollow Knight.
Okay.
I think you should try Hollow Knight, Josh. There's a lot of things in that game that shine.
Is Hollow Knight a roguelike?
It is. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a platformer.
No, it's a platforming roguelike, I would say, yeah.
All right.
And that game's very beautiful. It's the
My
story
daughter
that you can
enjoys
get
that game.
behind. The music's fantastic in that game, I think.
I'll try it. I didn't know it was a roguelike. I thought it was just a straight platformer.
And I think if you were to play it in bed, you might fall asleep to it because the music in some parts is very like soothing and calming.
I'll try it.
That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite roguelikes ever.
But I will say, like going back and approaching Hades from a different mindset, because my main problem is like playing roguelikes with the intent in beating them. Like that's a problem, right?
Sure.
So like I've been going back and just playing them to play them. And I hate to
A
say
new
it, but
appreciation.
I've been having a lot of fucking fun. So there's a thing. I don't know if we've talked about it on the show, but it's the Picard flip-flop.
Yeah. Oh, classic.
The classic Picard flip-flop where I love a game then hate it or vice versa. I don't think I'm flip-flopping on Hades yet,
But you're close.
but
It's
I get
teetering.
it. I get it. Yes. So for like the next couple weeks, I'll talk about roguelikes, and I'm literally trying to completely free my mind and go in from a blank mindset. And so far, Hades is okay, and we'll see.
So
And
for
Are we
you,
talking
are you
about-
looking for like the exploration for a roguelike? Or like the freedom of exploring the area? Is that what you're into?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
Because I never liked anything about roguelikes before. Because
Yeah.
it all seems so random. And it's like, well, I don't care if it's random, like if it's a different game. Like I'm so into games, and this is where it goes back to like Souls likes.
Mhm.
Where like I'm so into games that are really well designed. Like each encounter is well designed until the very end. Like I love that kind of thing. But roguelikes, it's all random because it's based on whatever buffs or, you know, whatever you roll in your run. So
I think you would like Hollow Knight a lot then, because it's linear. I think 'cause all the abilities you can get here and there, but it won't affect your game extremely to the point where it's like, if you don't have this, what are you doing with your life?
sure.
Yeah, it's more of a roguelite with a T
Light.
than
Right,
it is with
yeah.
a K.
See,
So
and
yeah.
Amazing exploration. in that
so
game.
maybe once I get kind of sick of Hades, I'll pop into Hollow Knight. Because that does sound interesting. But I don't know. Like so once I get sick of Hades, I planned on going into Returnal again. So I'll give my reaction on that, but
Okay.
I don't know. Like I think, and the reason I wanted to bring this up is like I hate these games. I hate them. like just in like from a fundamental standpoint. But if you take a step back and you take it for what it is, like each run is just a fun experience, and then the next one is another fun experience.
I want to shed a tear right now.
And this is what I was hoping for with this discussion. Like I'm really fucking trying to like take a step back and enjoy it for what it is. And I'm not gonna lie, like I was enjoying Isaac. Like I would get really fucking far and then die. And then like where normally I'd throw my fucking controller against the wall, I'd be like, fuck this, I'm never touching this again. I'd be like, all right, let's
Now you
try
know what
it
to do again.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's great. This is the biggest Josh growth moment I've seen in my entire life.
and that's saying something, right?
That's saying something. This is big actually.
Dude, next episode he's gonna say Sifu's a good game.
Don't even get me started. Look, we'll get there maybe 2 years from now.
baby steps, baby steps,
baby steps, of course. So yes, yeah. No, that makes me happy that
That's awesome.
you recognize why I'm bringing this. Right? It's like, all right,
this is amazing. I am so happy.
Yes. So for all of you out there who play these types of games and expect like to reach the end, like I don't know, it's a part of it is realizing you're not going to beat the game. It's just the fun is playing the game.
Right. Well, there is an end to these games,
but that's not the focus. The focus is enjoying the game you're playing.
It's the friends we made along the way.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
No, this is actually really big, Josh. And I'm very proud of you actually.
Thank you.
I remember having a conversation with Profi, old co-host of Bucket Bites.
Who?
Profe, Praise, you know,
Oh.
you know who I'm talking about. We had a discussion one time because you were shitting on Hades, and after we enjoyed it so much, and I'm like, I remembered saying to him, I'm like, I wish Josh would just like play games to have fun rather than like just try to, you know, get through it, right? And we talked about that a little bit. And now it's like it's here. And it's a huge growth moment, and I'm really proud of you. That's awesome.
And that's what I want to bring the audience into. It's like if you don't enjoy these types of games, just slow down, you know, take a step back and just enjoy the ride, right? Like it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yeah. It very much is. It very much is. Good job, Josh.
Thank you. I feel good.
Proud of Josh.
In other feel-good news, Logan should be. I hope Logan's proud of me. I've graduated from the countdown of 5, to just fucking doing it.
Ooh,
I've learned the lesson is to just fucking do it. And I did the countdown from 5 thing. The thing is the mindset. You got to do it. And then you just count to 5 as you're going to do it. Like, and then I just kind of graduated to like, I'm just fucking doing it. You got to do what you got to do. So Logan, I kind of told you that before today, but
yeah,
feel proud of me, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good step. Good first step.
Good job, Post.
So what about
Anybody
you guys? We're all
else?
supposed to be trying this shit.
ooh.
You know, I've been doing with homework recently. I forced myself to buy access to my homework, so that was fun.
Wait, what?
I have to buy my homework. Access all of my homework. I have to buy a key to access the homework.
Is it the key to the books that you need
No,
to
it's not.
answer
It's not a
the
book.
homework?
It's the key to the labs of the book. You got to buy the book separate, and then you buy the labs to the book.
I'm so glad I didn't go to college. What the fuck?
Dude, I'm so glad I didn't go to college after 2010, apparently. Jesus.
That's insane.
Crazy.
So I was looking. It was $62, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta fucking buy this shit." Then I counted
Wow.
down. I was like, "Fuck it," and I wrote down my information. And bought this. Shit.
I love how like we're like trying to better ourselves with it, and Tom's just like, "I'm gonna count down to spending my money on." All right,
And
that's
that's
5, 4, 3, 2. All right, fine, fucking.
fuck.
Just a recap from it was we were doing some really cool mental health segments with Logan over the last couple of months, and one of the things was, you know, if you got something you got to do, more often than not you talk yourself out of doing it within the first 5 seconds. So when we first did this, all of us, I'm pretty sure, did it wrong. We were just like, I don't want to do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck, I still don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And that was the wrong way to approach it. It was, fuck, I got to do this. Okay, I'm doing it. And then just going to
Countdown
do it.
launch. Yep.
Yes.
There's no other option.
Yeah, 5, 4,
basically.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. Is how
Yep.
we is yeah. So, Logan, that's great. That's great because I use that on almost the daily now, and I'm getting better at it.
Right, because honestly,
except
it's
for
only
my
gonna get
dishes.
easier. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You're never going to be 100% perfect on it, but it's just you'll get better each time you do it.
I agree.
I failed at it, recently on something, but it was once. It's like just not trying to make a habit of it. So
Sure. Well, it happens, right? Like sometimes we're just fucking tired, or there's reasons, right? There's always reasons not
Yep,
to do
yep,
something, right?
we're human.
So
We're human.
do you-
So
do you have any not to put you on the spot, but do you have any good life lessons for us today?
nope, not today.
All right. That's fair
Maybe
enough.
next week. Maybe next
Not
week.
next week.
But or the following.
Yeah. No episode
Yes.
next week. I do want to give a shout out to Dom. Happy birthday to Dom.
Happy
From
birthday,
earlier
buddy.
this week.
Yep.
So hopefully that was a good time. Did you have some ice cream? Did you and your girlfriend have ice cream?
Yes.
Surprise you with
That's
ice cream.
That's wonderful.
Mm,
Did she
that's
surprise you with ice cream?
Sure.
Okay, that's nice. That's very
That's
nice.
a yes. That's a yes.
So,
That's
and
a
congratulations to Logan for undergoing a very interesting procedure. So,
nice. Yeah.
yeah, you can
I got-
elaborate if you wish, but I'll leave it at
I
that.
I got snipped.
We'll be in
snipped.
discussion because I'm trying to figure out how to go about it myself.
Are you?
Oh, you just jump into it.
You do.
Yeah, but like, what do you do? I've talked to like 3 different people. I don't know how to do it.
Wait, doctors or people?
People.
Okay. All I did was I made an appointment with my doctor because
Uh-huh.
I'm getting the snippy on December 21st.
Okay. Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, so Logan can.
Wait,
it's
what?
interesting. What? What do you mean? What?
What are we talking about?
Snippies. Snippies.
Yeah.
Snippies.
Snipperoo,
Of
Get
the old
fixed.
snipperoo.
yeah, the Vez Devers.
Yeah, where they chop your dick off.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, they just take a fucking cleaver and
We're
just
all
chop it
gonna
off.
do it. Don't worry, John.
Oh.
You'll get there eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, but no. So I literally, it's just make an appointment with your doctor, and he will
And then
send
they-
you a referral. Go ahead,
Yes.
Logan.
to a urologist.
Yes,
Yes,
to the
to a
urologist.
urologist.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep, under the
That's-
same.
That's where I'm at right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll send through a
Yeah.
referral, and then
Trying
you'll
to
meet
find
with-
the urologist.
yes,
Because
and
I'd
then-
Usually
like to
by
find
reference.
I'd like to find a Mr. Freeze, if you know what I
Ooh.
mean.
Oh, can I please? Because okay, so Logan just had his procedure done, right?
Uh-huh.
I just had my first the only consultation before the surgery.
uh-huh.
I just want to share my experience. So I go and I have to fill out the new patient's thing.
Of course.
And it's a very generic form that says what brings you here, what are your problems, and what are your symptoms. And mine, for the symptoms, I'm like able to have children,
yes.
and, yeah, of course, and I'm sure they've seen this all a million times, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I had to write that, and then
That's
like,
good. It's a
like-
good response.
yeah, well, I had fun with it. I
Yeah.
didn't take a picture of it, but
Sure.
so I go into the consultation, and I'm sitting there, and immediately this lady follows us. It follows me in, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna have a freaking woman doctor for this. She's snipping my nuts, right? Well, she was just there to, verify. She was just the nurse. Wait 5 minutes. This guy comes in, fucking tall as hell, probably like 50, 60, definitely military, talking like James Earl Jones. Just talking to me like a straight Chad. Like, he's like, yeah, bro, I'm going to sit there and, like, we're going to numb you up a little bit, and then we're going to talk sports while I go snipping away. And, like, this guy clearly is just trying to make me feel like a dude and like as manly as I can possibly be. It was fun. Like, this dude's voice was so deep. I felt like I was talking to James Earl Jones.
Oh my gosh.
But it's funny because Logan, our boss, well, your ex-boss, because you left me.
It happened today. Today. It happened today. You could say ex-boss, my current boss, technically, whatever.
Anyways, he had a female doctor, and I remember he told us about how embarrassed he was that some chick had to go down there and like play around with his Willa Wang, and stuff. So I will end up having a male doctor who snippies me.
You'll have nurses there though, so you'll have a male doctor probably doing the procedure. Then you got two nurses.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be him. He told me it's gonna be him.
Yeah. The male doctor does the snip. That's it's fine.
Yeah.
I think I'm too immature. Like,
what's
I get
nice
the picture him
is-
like staring in the
Oh,
post
no.
eyes, like it's gonna be me.
Bro, no, you're not immature, because that's exactly the same kind of shit, like the same kind of joke I was like thinking and making in my head. Like, this dude's gonna fucking look me in the eyes while I'm fucking just numb waist down or whatever. But Logan, I would love to hear your experience of your snippy.
Please.
Yeah, so at least for mine, because your guy sounds like it's a little bit different. But the first time when I went to get it done in April, because they give you those pamphlets, and I'm a guy,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna read a fucking pamphlet, right? I'm just going to get snipped, whatever. So that was my attitude. I went in, was sitting in the chair. The nurse is at her little laptop computer asking me different questions before I like changed into my surgical gown or whatever the hell they do. And one of the questions, she's like, oh, did you have anything to eat or drink this morning? I think she started off with eat. I was like, yeah, no, I didn't eat anything because I don't eat breakfast. And she's
Right.
like, oh, have you had anything to drink? I was like, yeah, I had coffee. And she's like, oh, black coffee? I was like, no, I had creamer in it. And then her eyes lit up. And she's like, how long ago was that? I was like, I don't know, maybe like 2
An
hours
hour
ago.
Oh, 2 hours, yeah.
2 hours ago or something like that. And she's like, I'll have to talk to the doctor, but like just due to the fact that you had creamer in your coffee, that creamer is technically considered, at least in the medical field, as a solid, not a liquid. So I was like, okay, well, what does that mean? And they were like, well,
Yep.
it could cause risks for the anesthesiologist for their stuff, what they plan on doing. I was like, okay. They didn't explain to me. Like, fast forward, now that I got it done, I know now because they actually gave me a cocktail in my IV that like basically makes me almost drunk. Like super, super relaxed, like just on the brink of passing out. And surprisingly, I have 2 kids. I fell asleep. So I actually slept through the entire procedure, which was glorious. So, but anyways, I ended up getting discharged the first time around. Somehow they managed to miss like letting people know between my insurance and back yada yada back and forth. So they thought I still had the procedure. So I got charged for a procedure that never happened. I didn't pay it, but it took from April till basically almost now to sort that out. It's just a freaking nightmare. But yeah, so that was my deal. Ryan sounds like you're just getting numbed up. Gonna talk about some sports and
That's what the guy says.
as he snips it.
Yeah.
Hooah, snip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll bet you yours will be a little bit more cheaper. The fact that
I fucking hope
they're not
so.
gonna be giving you a nice IV and whatnot.
Yeah,
So,
I man. Yeah.
yeah,
And Gearhead
I-
in chat says turn your head and snip. No coughing. Well, it's fun. So it's funny. I laugh about this because so Logan initially when he put his PTO request in for this, he was just gonna be out in the morning and then planned on working the second half of the day. And like you said you were like sleeping all day, and then it took you how like a couple days to like recover, right?
Yeah, I mean they truly pushed. Like again, I didn't read the pamphlet, but they did tell me before I got discharged, like you need to be laying up basically with your feet up in a bed or on a couch for 2 days. For sure, the first 2 days minimum. So there's no risk of infection, because if you don't, it's really easy to get the infection, which your balls basically turn into softballs.
Pay attention, Dom.
But yeah, so it is a really important thing to do what the doctor says and probably read the pamphlet.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for my pamphlet said everything opposite of your pamphlet. So whose pamphlet do you
Right.
believe? I don't know.
It depends on the procedure that we figured out. Depending on what they do, they plan on giving you an IV. That probably means you'll have to go on an empty stomach. And if they just plan on numbing you, it makes sense. That
Well, and there's multiple things they can do. They can either snip or just clip.
Yeah, mine's being cauterized. Is what my doctor said.
Well, there's even a different procedure than cauterizing it. Like they can literally just like almost like a kink in a hose. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
the one that's reversible.
Right.
Allegedly.
Right.
Right. So I had the one where basically they would do the cauterize, but they actually put in a very micro small titanium bar in between to help prevent
what the fuck?
it from reattaching.
Seriously.
Oh
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's undetectable. Like if you go through a metal detector, it won't go off or anything like that. But it's a very
could
small.
you imagine if it did? Like, like you go into Potawatomi and
You're like, what do you got going on there? Like what Gear said. Sorry, I got a micro penis. Leave me alone.
Sir, what do you have in your pants? Titanium balls.
You don't want to know, sir.
Yeah. They literally put in a little titanium bar, preventing it from reattaching because it wants to.
Yeah, of course.
To reattach, you know. It's a crazy concept.
So Josh, there's no plans for kids for you then?
No, I do not want to have a
planning on-
child ever in my life.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. It's a lot less expensive.
That's my plan. Yeah. I'm expensive enough. I don't need another one of me or multiple. I know how much I cost. Those fuckers are going to cost way more.
Oh yeah.
No, thank you.
Let me ask you this, just because, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to.
I'm
by the way, official Gearhead in chat also thought the same thing I thought. So I'm just letting it be known that he thought you were drinking a bottle of piss too.
Have you?
But
have you seen the classic Vine where he's like, "Not now, I'm drinking piss," and then like a 3 days grace comes on, and he's like chugging water, or "I'm making piss" is what he says.
Yeah,
I'm making piss. And he's like,
that's a
chugging
classic.
huge. Yeah. Oh man,
that's a
reminds
classic.
me- classic Vine. But anyways, Gearhead that.
No, that's sorry. I saw the word piss.
This is the remainder of Mio water. It's orange and tangerine flavored.
That's Mion water. So P.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mion water. Get it? Okay. So Josh, so do you think at any point, like, so let's say years down the line, your guys are just like, you know what? Maybe we should. Would you guys go down the line of adoption then?
No.
Do you think?
So before I do anything, I'm trying to figure out how to freeze.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's smart.
Oh.
That's smart.
Yes.
Well, I definitely can touch on that because I've got a good
Touch on that.
a good buddy of mine from high school that him and his wife weren't able to have kids like the natural way, so they had to do the expensive implantation. So he had to have his shit frozen
Sure.
in order to do it. So his sperm or whatever. So he's gone down that road. I can ask him, inquire on that and how he did it. But yeah, like because sometimes the planting doesn't work and they only have so many of them frozen, and it's a
Sure.
really expensive procedure for them because she's not able to do it, you know, the normal way.
Yeah. So my plan is before I get anything done surgically, I would like to
Backup plan.
bank it somewhere just in case. I have
Freeze the
absolute
little. Oh, sorry. I was gonna make a bad joke.
I was gonna say I'm in my mid 30s or reaching it, and it's like I have no desire to have children, but if I were at some point, I'd like that possibility. But
Yeah, just go to the sperm bank, unload your suggesticles, and
exactly, you got it.
yeah. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
No,
resist.
I might have them like market that like
What?
on the wall.
Suggesticles.
Suggesticles.
Suggesticles stored here.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So, you guys remember when you guys were 2 decades old?
Barely.
Yeah, that was like 10, 13, 15, 25 years ago. I don't know.
Jesus.
Worst case, if you don't end up wanting them, you could probably sell them for a pretty penny. All you have to say is, I was unvaccinated.
Oh, dude. Like I could go off of my my IQ. I could like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm a
Yeah.
YouTuber.
In like the red section of the paper.
The what? The red
Uh,
section of the paper?
Well, I mean, like green flags and red flags, like being a YouTuber, red flag.
Oh, okay.
No, that would be green flag. That would be 110% green flag.
110,
flags.
really? So every YouTuber is a green flag?
Yeah. You don't think Mr. Beast is getting like prime duckage
Bro,
for his
dude, what did my son tell me yesterday? He said something. I'm like, dude, like, oh, he said, somehow the whole like conversation about like, oh, well, we go to work to make money. It's the only reason we go to work is to make money. And he's like, you go to work to make money? And I'm like, what the fuck? Why else would I go to work?
Wait, that was your son?
Yeah, my son said that. My son
he's
said
like
that.
reaching that age.
Yeah. So I'm like, he's like, yeah, but you can make money on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, how many people do you know personally that make money? Well, I said, how many people do you know? Then how many people do you know that make money on YouTube? And I'm like, no, it's like a crazy like small amount. Like, yeah, you can make money on YouTube,
Dude.
like. No.
One of my favorite things ever is my nephew's 9 years old, and he'll constantly be like, "Do you know Mr. Beast?" Like,
Please tell me you've said yes at least one
yeah,
time.
all the time.
Yes!
Like, yeah, he's my best friend.
That's
yeah,
the
actually
best.
knew his girlfriend when he was dating her from UWM.
Yeah.
You remember that chick that he was dating from UWM?
Oh man,
Did he really?
Yeah,
he really?
he was dating a girl
I
that was
did not
going
know
to
that.
UWM. Yeah.
What was it?
look
I
it
did
up.
not say. I hope not.
No.
Well, you better send her back.
Seriously.
Get some of
She
that,
was,
that
she
beast
was
money.
she was definitely a clout hunter. You could tell because as soon as they
Oh.
broke up, she moved to LA, dropped out of college, moved to LA, became an influencer and a model for social media. Like she was clout hunting for sure.
But my favorite thing is like he'll ask me like, "Have you ever met like a fan in person?" I'll be like, "I can't leave the house. I don't know what you're talking about." Like I
Dude,
like I can't even go to
that is
Taco
so
Bell.
dude. That is
Like-
so awesome though. To be able to even like joke like that is like
it's
really
my,
cool.
It's my favorite thing ever.
That's
Oh,
fucking
man.
awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's great. Shit. So Immortal in chat wants to know, have you ever actually run into somebody, a fan, I think you did at well, you heard somebody talking about suggestive gaming at Midwest Gaming Classic. If I
was
remember
wearing
right.
I was wearing my SG sweatshirt, and somebody, according to my fiance who was with me, like somebody said, "Oh, suggestive gaming, I know them." That was it.
Yeah.
My mom,
Oh, I was gonna mention your mother because you
Yeah.
said before of your mom.
yeah, I
Had
mentioned
someone
this
go like, "Oh, I
before.
know that."
Yeah, my mom wears SG stuff all the time, and somebody told her like, "Oh, suggestive gaming, I like them on YouTube," and she was like, "Yeah, it's my son," and they were like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Like, and that was it.
TMI,
So,
bro.
yeah, that was it. But no, I've never in person met. Although I don't know if I've told this story on the show, but Chris, who used to do SG with me, we went to GameStop one day right before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and they were talking about like, oh, nobody knows the Kingdom Hearts story. Like, there's a YouTube video that tries to explain it. And then there was like a 20-minute video, and like Chris and I were looking at each other like, that was me. But neither of us said anything, but that was about it.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
cool.
That was probably funny.
You know, I feel like if you get involved, like if like for example, I had similar experiences in high school when I played football. Like people would always be like, "All right, Bo Star, the greatest running back, the city's ever seen." You know, obviously it's funny if you do stuff and you play sports and you do things to get yourselves out there. You'd be surprised at who takes notice of these things, no matter how small it might be.
Right.
Right. So like, don't be afraid to go out there and just try and do things, because you'll never know who's going to see you and then recognize you, or, just take notice in general. So
Which how
I think
the internet's made everything feel a lot smaller than it really is. Like obviously, I mean, if you end up posting stuff on TikTok or something and you go viral because you come out with something amazing, and the next thing you know, you're just doing something small, and then it just takes off, and then it's like, oh yeah, you're that person. It's like,
sure.
whoa, I was just doing this for fun, and all of a sudden, now I'm a person
It's true.
that everyone seems to know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you really don't. It's just I don't know. It's funny to me. So you guys, I think there was one topic that I wanted to kind of bring up today, but I'm gonna save it for our next episode, which we won't be live next week. We're taking a week off, but we will be We will be live the week of the 27th, which is also the release date of Alan Wake 2. Oh, so I picked the wrong week to be off, but that's okay. Well, oh shit! I thought he was gonna fall. So we will see you guys on the 27th. And just to kind of give everyone's kind of that little bit of a heads up, we do have a guest. Our next scheduled guest is Jerome DK. He's going to be with us on November 10th, which is obviously a Friday, like always. He's also another author, illustrator, and he does some other fun things. If you've ever seen Nerf Wars on YouTube, he was also, they got like tens of millions of views. So he did those too a long time ago. So that'll be really cool to have him on. And we're going to be kind of taking an LOA for much of Thanksgiving and into early December, just kind of getting reloaded, hopefully bringing back some even better, greater content towards the end of the year. So I know Josh has tickled my ears with some things that might be coming. So if you guys are good with everything else, Dom, do you have something? Or were you just tickling your ears?
Tickling my ears.
Excellent. Well, if that's it, then I am Ryan Post. That's Josh Picard, Logan Jacob, and Dominic. Just Dominic. We'll catch you on the flip flop, on the next time, whatever you want to say. I don't know what the best way to say it is. So we'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye. Yeah, it's a Twitch thing, but
Okay.
Julia was kind enough. You know those little caramel, it's like wafers and then there's caramel in the middle?
Yeah, of course.
Do you actually know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called, but she sent me a box of those one time.
What are those called? I can't think of it now.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah,
I want
I forget
candy
what they're
now. I'll
called.
be right back.
That's super nice of her, Julia.
Yeah,
You're the best.
that's great.
Welcome.
Yeah, Julia's
but don't
great.
say booba. Don't say booba.
What's wrong
You know-
with Booba?
Well, it's not booba that's the problem. It's you trying to get people to do your bidding for fake rewards from you.
It's
Don't
not
let
fake.
posts manipulate you into saying booba. Don't do it.
No, it's Booba. It's not Boba. It's Booba.
Yeah, it's not like the tea. Like boba tea. Have you ever had boba? Post?
God, I hate it. I can't.
It's disgusting, right?
Dude, there's something about little balls down my throat.
Exactly. Well, you've never had a problem with that
Whoa.
before, but the tea is not that good.
I can't do the tapioca balls, man.
Yeah, the tapioca balls are a problem. It's a weird texture.
Was it something like this, or not sponsored, but like was it something like this?
Not really, no.
Oh, I can't see you guys.
It's like,
It has like hazelnut in the
are you talking about the little like rectangular squares? Or rectangular squares, like the little rectangular like wafer cookie things?
just-
Post?
No, yeah, but the ones she got were like big and round.
Ooh, big and
Oh.
big and round.
Yeah, they're about the size of like
Wafers.
you ever have an Uncrustable?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was like an Uncrustable.
but with wafers and
Yeah,
caramel.
but like it had the weight is like a really thin wafer with
Oh,
the
shit.
caramel in the middle.
Julia,
of the
you're gonna have to
sandwich.
send some of these to me. I don't know what we're talking about, but I'm interested now.
They're super good, and you can like dip them in coffee, and they're like godly.
Oh, dude,
They're so good.
dude.
Yeah,
Julia, hook us up. At least let us know what it is.
right. Yeah, you got to tell us. I can't remember. Oh my god, IFTT actually like posted something.
What?
It actually did like its thing that it's supposed to do.
The thing we set up worked?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did. I used to be live on Facebook.
I remember
Long
that.
time
You used
ago.
to get stars all the time, dude.
Hey, I did. Dude, no joke. Facebook gaming was like kind of. There was times I had like almost 10,000 people.
Dude, Zuck was he was really pushing that. And then he
Yeah,
just gave
but
up.
I just felt like I don't know. I kind of felt like because no one would chat though, so you'd have like
Yeah, it's all
10,000 eyes on
fake.
you,
Yeah.
but you'd have like nobody chatting. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know how real this actually is. What the
Wow.
fuck is this 1 minute ad break?
Whoa! Do we get money for this?
For the 5 people that are in chat right now, we'll get
Yeah.
a whole like 5 cents or
But
less.
do we get money for it?
I mean,
Because if not, what the fuck is with the ads?
I'm sure we do get. Hold on, let me look at our ad revenue. Do you want me to tell you what our ad revenue is?
Do we actually get ad revenue?
Yeah.
We're affiliate?
Yes.
Holy shit.
This we made 62 cents in ads.
Woo! Dude, we're
over
almost
the last
even.
period.
Wow.
Almost even.
Yeah, we're
I don't
almost-
think so.
No. We're almost at negative 3,000 even.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Oh.
Oh man, that's amazing. I love it.
That was a two-parter right there.
That was good, right?
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
great. You had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
You had me at 68 cents or whatever it was.
62.
62. If only it was
It's small
69
details.
cents. That'd have been
We
way
made-
cooler.
We've made 1 penny from whatever Turbo is. I don't know what that is.
Twitch Turbo?
Yeah.
I think that's a.
Oh,
fuck is that?
it's basically if you subscribe to Turbo, you don't get ads on any channel.
Right. That's what it was.
That's depressing.
It's like YouTube Premium.
Yeah, pretty much. Which raised its price, by the way.
Yep.
I saw that. That was sad.
Stroop waffles.
Stroop waffles. Oh my god, we said that at the same time. That was great.
Oh, they have those
That's
over
right.
here.
Yeah, those
oh
are
my
great.
God! Look at these things. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, they're so good, dude.
Oh.
Amazon's
They're
got them. I
flat.
might have to.
Have you guys seen the ice cream sandwiches of those?
No.
What?
There's ice cream sandwiches with Stroop waffles.
Who said they looked like a ball?
A
They're
ball.
circular.
Yeah, nobody said
I mean,
ball.
they're like circle. They're like
Oh,
the size of
circular.
like.
Circular.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a
Oh
spherical.
my
I
god!
would have
a
gone
Stroop
with
waffle.
like pancake or something.
A stroop waffle ice cream sandwich, dude.
Yeah, they're very
What?
good. I've had them before. They're very nice.
I'm looking at pictures. They look
Like a waffle
Amazing.
cone, but a sandwich.
yes.
That's fucking incredible. What does California get these awesome things that we don't have?
What do you mean? You can get those anywhere.
But he's from California, so I just imagine.
Yeah,
It's a
I
California
guess.
thing.
Sure. Yeah. Well, Jules, I hope you've gotten $20 worth of entertainment. She did. She used to actually live in Wisconsin.
What? Where?
Long time ago. Well,
Tell me
in
the
West
exact
Bend.
address.
Gearhead, you were first. Yes.
I'm on a roll tonight.
Yeah, this is good. I like
That
this.
was so. I like the so unexpected punchline of that one. Oh man.
Gearhead didn't spend $20 to send me stroop waffles.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, okay. Are you guys ready to do the show?
Sure, why
Oh,
not?
I guess so. It's all right.
All right.
I think I've
all
already
right, I
wasted all
suppose.
my good material on the pre-show.
That's all right. Well, that typical bucket bites fashion.
Fair enough.
Oh man. All right.